Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. In for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody to dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Davidson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Turning it on. Heading to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texans! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Takes the grab on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed it.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Complete in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught over the middle. It's Glenn. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jets.
Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. He'll try to tack on one more.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this.
Going deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, and who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Flips it out to the back. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines are on the move. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Texas offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looking for space. It's Perkins. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up after 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The short hands. It's McCutcheon. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Turning it on. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I like the running back's efficiency. Sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
On third down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll try to snap it quickly. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll try the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Michigan offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The screen, and watch out. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Creates a little room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. Connection to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one, finds room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Glenn.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people.
Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Steps away to find some room. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, coming downhill, he's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one, Kep? Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick-6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.